1 week. Lying on the floor, you mutter to yourself. It's only been a week. Inside your shoes, you feel stinging pain in the light gray holes. The unheated oil-papered floor feels icy cold on your back and shoulders. Right, it has only been a week. You don't know yet that you will show your wounds to your doctor for the second time 2 days later, and for the third time 2 days after that. You don't know the doctor will say, "Let's wait 1 more day. There's a ligament, muscles, and nerves in there, so it's better not to operate, if possible." You don't know that you'll suffer after another bout of walking on your toes, and that you'll have to pay the nighttime premium because it will be past 6 p.m. You don't know you'll look into the hole in your left ankle covered with laser rays like a red spider web. You don't know that while looking at the gray-white dead tissue, you'll remember that when the wounds were dressed, you felt pain in the hole on your left ankle but not on the right. You don't know that you'll think, the nerves are probably dead. The doctor will probably cut out this dead area during an operation. Blood will flow out of the raw flesh nearby. You don't know that you'll blink your dry eyes thinking, such a trifle. Before it gets colder, without knowing what's ahead, you wonder, lying on the cold floor, whether it would be sane to ride the bike before it gets colder. You slowly get up and sit down. You take off your shoes, take some dirty white sneakers from the shoe rack, and put them on, loosely trying their laces. You go down the stone stairs and calmly walk into the shady yard of the studio building. You unlock the chain from the bicycle under the awning. It's a bicycle you have ridden diligently for the past 2 years. Because you rode it on rainy summer days as well, it got rusty here and there, although you dried it every time you rode it and kept it under a plastic cover. You kick the support stand up with your right foot and take the bicycle outside. You get on the seat. You put your right foot on the pedal. You kick the ground with your left foot. You begin rolling down the sloped alley. There is a gas station at the end of the alley, really meets a one-lane road. You slow down, watching out for a car that might suddenly jump out. You ride your bicycle toward the sidewalk. After waiting for the traffic light to turn green, you blast through the crosswalk toward the bike path along the riverbank. When you get to the sharply sloping ramp, you let go of the pedal and coast down. Naked willow trees exposing their delicate black skeletons are lining the riverbank in groups. You speed up under the broadleaf trees with the faded leaves. The faster you go, the stronger the breeze becomes. In order to feel this breeze, you used to ride your bicycle on this road, even at midday in the summer. You deliberately rode this path in August at midday under the scorching sun, a time when you could sweat even while sitting still. The bicycle passed through the mass of a wet and heavy breeze. You were alive. Vividly alive, you were cutting through that sweltering air. If you ran into a sudden shower, you rushed toward the nearest concrete bridge, completely soaked by the rain. You felt the kind of joy that would make you scream like crazy for no reason. Last summer, when your sister was riding to and from hospitals in her husband's car, keeping it a secret from her family, you were feeling that kind of ecstasy. It's finally reviving. You don't know your doctor will say that, looking at a tiny reddish dot the size of a point made by a mechanical pencil in the midst of the gray-white tissue in the hole on your left ankle. Although the progress is quite slow, judging from this, you don't need the surgery. You don't know that your wound, which oozes endlessly under the wet tape and is uncovered twice a week for laser treatments, will remain a red dot the size of a point made by a mechanical pencil. You don't know that a red dot will become 2 dots more than a month later, and then become a larger dot the size of a point made by a thick pencil. This is really slow. This is indeed a very rare case. You don't know that the doctor, whose face will no longer seem strange, will feign a laugh, furrowing his brows. You keep on pedaling, not knowing any of this. You drive by the spot under the bridge where you used to shelter from the rain. You pass by the wild geese you used to admire. You see them preening their feathers with their beaks at the end of necks curved into half circles. You see a red-crested white crane that has grown bigger since last summer. It has a scully fit, invisible now, under the water. After pedaling some more, you see an old gray heron standing still in the middle of the water and staring into the distance. You used to be secretly moved that such a big bird existed so quietly and moved so slowly. You used to stop your bicycle and stare at it for a long time. But you don't stop. You keep riding. You yield to bicycle racers, wearing helmets, goggles, and face masks, covering their noses and mouths, rushing from the opposite direction. You can feel pain in your ankles. It's not clear whether it's coming from the sprain or the burn. You think you'll keep on riding anyway. You don't need to fear joy. You don't feel joy.